Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker, the ACDP welcomes today's joint statement about the temporary reduction in the general fuel levy, pending a package of additional measures from 1 June 2022. We welcome the fact, Honourable Minister, of a reduction of R1.50. It is not an insignificant amount. And when one considers that escalating fuel prices have put considerable pressure on the cost of transport, food and other goods and services, and that consumers are suffering due to these increases, as well as possible electricity increases, as well as interest rate increases, this announcement should be welcomed. The ACDP raised this issue with both President Ramaphosa and you as well, Minister of Finances, during the question time. And it's important to note that since 2012, taxes and related levies on the fuel have on average more than doubled as a share of the fuel price and account for 34% of the fuel price. Now, research on the fuel price regulations have indicated that a combination of regulatory amendments can reduce the fuel price significantly, and that we trust is what will occur when one looks at the additional package of measures. When one also considers the amendments to the international component of the basic fuel price, which were proposed in 2018 by the Department of Mineral Resources, but were sadly never implemented, it is also to be commended, Minister, if I understood your statement correctly, that that is now to be implemented, and that is also to be supported. So whilst one supports these aspects, I think the issue of concern relates to the funding of the 6 billion that is required, and of course how much of the strategic oil reserve is to be sold, at what price, and what risk does that bring. Is this possibly a case of selling part of the family silver to deal with an interim issue? Now, I appreciate, Honourable Minister, you mentioned the fiscal framework and that one can't touch that, but as we suggested in the past, is it not possible to consider the expected commodity price tax windfall that was already penciled in at 71 billion rand, and which is expected to be far more? Would that not be a wise aspect as well to look at? While we appreciate the reduction, I do, from the ACDP's perspective, believe that Parliament will have to look very carefully at the sale of the portion of the strategic oil reserves and whether this introduces any risk, given the fact that we do not have refined oil reserves. So let us exercise our oversight from our perspective, but thank you, Honourable Minister, for this welcome announcement.